Hey everybody, I'm Wildman Wes.
And I'm Jefe.
And welcome to another edition of What's Your Poison? Jefe has brought us 4 different beers, all looking so amazing. So, without any further, let's do this.
Okay, so the first beer that we are going to do is called Sour Me Unicorn Farts. So, this is from DuClaw Brewing, and it is, that is Maryland. And this is unofficially, but I'm pretty sure this is the first beer that really went around the internet when this style was happening, and not sour, glitter. So it's the unofficial first successful glitter beer. There's edible dust of glitter in there, so that's really unique.
I just went to the dentist earlier today, so you son of a bitch.
Alright, so then this one is called the Brett Def Saison. This is from Bad Shepherd Brewing in West Virginia. This specific bottle was actually a collaboration beer with the bottle shop I bought it at, which is called Summit Beer Station. And then this one is also from West Virginia, and it is called Devil Anse, which is a nickname for Hatfield McCoy, or the Hatfield side, I guess, the original that big blood feud in the West Virginia.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody's heard about the Hatfields and McCoys. This is like the Hatfield beer. This is their IPA. And then this one, from WISEACRE in Memphis, Tennessee. It's called Astronaut Status. This is an imperial stout made with some really tasty ingredients that we'll get to in a little bit. But
it's bourbon barrel.
Yes, so we got Maryland, 2 from West Virginia, and 1 from Memphis, Tennessee. So I'm really excited to kind of try some beers from out that direction. And
me too.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it.
The very first beer that we're going to do here today is from Baltimore, Maryland. It is the Sour Me Unicorn Farts. So it is a light sour ale with edible glitter dust in it. So we're gonna try to show you guys if it's possible to pick it up. It's really, really light. It's more like a weird glittery haze, kind of like a cyclone of glitter in there. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes out in the glasses. Actually, these lights might help us a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
Sparkly!
That is awesome. Yeah, you actually get really good light in this.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Look at that. So like that shimmer in there, that's all glitter. So it's just this really cool haze that they throw in there. That's really cool.
You know what it reminds me of? Those like gel wraps or whatever. Like, you know, you could put like a pencil in or something like that, and you shake it up, and it's exactly that type of glitter.
That glitter dust, not like confetti glitter.
This is so cool.
It smells really light.
Citrus, I think.
Real tart. Puckery tart.
A little smoky at the end.
Really?
It's kind of, well, not smoky, it's just kind of, almost like an oaky, like an oaky? I don't know.
Well, it's dry, for sure. I think the dryness...
Yeah, that might
definitely dries out, like, kind of tannin-like, but not actual tannins.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
No, I mean, I like it. It throws me off a little bit, but I mean,
a little refreshing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. ABV on this is 5.5.
Okay, so
it's not so bad.
Standard, give or take.
But I mean, like, besides the glitter and it being cool looking, and it being a sour, which is popular style right now, just what's your overall give for the beer? You don't seem too excited about it.
No, it's not just that. It's I'm just trying to get a good read on it, you know.
No, I'm getting it's like a sour pears.
Okay.
It's like a canned pears, but soured, like.
Maybe like canned peaches. That's what I'm.
More like a slight tart in a fruit kind of thing. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's enjoyable. It's very refreshing.
It says that it's an ale brewed with fruity cereal and edible glitter. So the fruity cereal, I don't know. I don't know if it's Lucky Charms. No, it couldn't be Lucky Charms because they have a Lucky Charms beer.
Mm-hmm. Fruit Loops,
Fruity
maybe?
Pebbles, Fruit Loops, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like to know exactly which fruity cereal it is that they use, but that's all it says is fruity cereal.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's copyright reasons why they couldn't do that. Some breweries do go out on a limb with a company and put their brand name on cans if it's made with a certain ingredient. A brewery out in New York that makes the Warheads beers.
Okay.
So there's 4 sour beers based on their 4 most popular Warheads flavors, and it uses the logo Warheads. So that had to be copyrighted. So that was definitely trademarked when they purchased that.
Yeah.
This guy, it was purchased in West Virginia. I took a little trip out there a couple weeks back, and yeah, this one, it was actually on special at this beer bar. And then I kind of wandered around, found a beer, like a little beer market, just a little hole in a market, and so I got a 4-pack of these guys. I mean, like, honestly, like, what's your grade, man? Because, like, I mean, like, how does it hit you? Because, like I said, you don't seem that impressed, which is totally fine.
It's not that I'm not impressed. It's just kind of aesthetically pleasing. Absolutely. Flavor-wise, I think there might be just a little too much going on in this.
Okay.
I mean, the sour's good. It's nice and tart, but like, you know, when it says that concept of like breakfast cereal or like fruity cereal, I'm not really getting it. So
you're 100% right.
So
it tastes more like a fruited sour, not like a cereal fruit.
Because I mean, putting it all together, I would probably say I'd give this one 3 3/4.
3 3/4? That's still pretty high. I honestly am only going to give it 3. Okay. And that's only because, like, as a sour beer, it's not really doing anything for me, but the novelty of it does give me a lot.
That's why I'm giving it that extra 3 1/4 pal, because that is really cool. I mean, it's interesting. And
it definitely is unique. I've only had one other glitter beer before, and that was from Oddside Ales in Michigan, and it was one of their, like, I believe it was passion fruit, passion fruit mango popsicle sour beer, and then it had glitter in it. And it was red with glitter in it. So this is definitely cool. I really do like how you can actually see it in this light. And that's pretty
definitely
cool.
a novelty. Well, now that we've taken down a sour, we're going to move on to something completely different. So let's move on to round 2.
All right, so for the second beer today, this was a really interesting find for me. I'm out in West Virginia, and I found that first bottle shop I mentioned in the last beer. It was called Summit Beer Station, and I literally go in there and I just say, like, I need stuff that's local because I've never heard of any brewery from West Virginia. This one seems to be the really big popular one, especially where I was, because they also had a tap house right down the street. So this was Bad Shepherd in West Virginia. And this is called the Brett Def Saison. Now, the guy at the bottle shop had informed me that he actually went to their brewery and brewed this beer with them. So I've done certain stuff like that too, so I could totally relate. So when I asked them about like what the whole story about this beer was, and then it didn't take me long to realize why. Look at the date it was born. 4/20/2020. So this was born in April, right at the cusp of the whole COVID situation, and this was just their collaboration, and they wanted to get together. So a Brett Def Saison. So what I can tell you about that is that a Brett Saison means that it uses a Brettanomyces. Brettanomyces is a type of yeast that naturally sours beer within the bottle without having to use wild fermentation. So this one being at 8.9%. A little higher than I'd expect in some saisons. Some of them can get up to like 7-8%. The Tank 7 from Boulevard is a pretty popular one. Yeah. But this one, I really like that this bottle here. I keep moving the bottle, so but it says, "Hello, my name is," and I was born, and my ABV is. So this is a like blank label they put, and then this is literally just a label maker that you had like at the office, and then they just this is how small batch this is, and I love that. So not a lot of people have had this.
It looks cool to me,
especially in Chicago. I am going to guarantee
it looks like a bootleg import like tape from when we were kids.
Totally. Another cool thing about this is the Stay Wild, which is their slogan. Stay Wild. It's Bad Shepherd. Their tap house was called Black Sheep, and it took me way too long to realize once I got in there and I'm looking at their beer menu. I'm like, wow, you have a lot from Bad Shepherd. And then I asked the bartender, I said, this might be a real dumb question, but are you guys associated with Bad Shepherd? And yeah, it's like, yeah, we're their tap house. I'm like, I'm not from here. I'm not from here, but I was total touristy.
Local, not he is.
Not he is. No.
Nope.
So I really like this. It says State Wild, and then it's got a picture of the state of West Virginia at the bottom there. I'm really excited about this one to be 100%.
Oh, me too.
I mean, like,
and we haven't had a Saison for a while.
We haven't had a Saison in a while, and this one with Brett, I'm very, very excited to try something new.
Oh.
I'm gonna use a term for something that we just learned the other day, and it was I've heard the term farmhouse, and I've heard the term funk, but I've never heard the term farmhouse funk. So apparently farmhouse Saison beers give off this very funky smell, and something you have to realize about Saisons and farmhouse beers is literally because these beers were created to give people working on the farm, like farmhands, as payment. That's why they got their name farmhouse. So beers like this were farming beers. And the reason why I mention that is because there's a lot of funk going on the top of this beer. This is
funky.
Like, wow. Okay, so like when you smell an IPA and you get that real resiny funk smell, it just kind of like kicks you. Like, okay, so the word funk, the reason why we use the word funk in smells is because it's so bad that it's good. Can you get down with it? That kind of funk.
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
So this kind of funk, yes, it kind of smells bad, but in your brain, if you are used to tastes and smells like that and you associate that with something you enjoy, that's a good funk. So that's where this term Funkin Beer really works.
Funkin Beer, man. It's a
Funkin Beer. Here we go. Ooh. It's not at all the way it smells.
No.
It's like citrusy. It's a little bit like a black pepper in there or something. So like Saisons and farmhouse beers, so like the reason why they got that way that they were because it's a spiced ale. So these spiced ales, literally they would use more of the dry and grainy elements of the farm and put that into a beer. So like you get a lot of these very interesting pepper, earthy notes. There's a lot of that going on there, and it's really light in body. This looks, I mean, it's hazy, but it looks like it would be like medium.
The mouthfeel afterwards, I'm getting that tingle, like almost like a pepper.
Yeah.
If it were a spice, I'd almost say like a pinch of cinnamon, but maybe.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you about cinnamon. I don't know what exactly they put in this, and I'm sure that I could reach out and find out, but...
the citrusy flavor to it, I'm getting a hint of grapefruit,
Yep,
possibly.
that was what I was saying, grapefruit. I was thinking of the grapefruit more specific. Probably because there's a little bit of that bitter, like a grapefruit pulp.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like, as opposed to like an orange or tangerine, like the grapefruit is that little tart and citrus, but then that pulp brings it in and makes it like bitter. You know what I mean?
And for being a funk, this is pleasant.
Dude, that's just kind of what I'm saying is like...
It's hazy. I mean, it's beautiful. This thing is beautiful.
I'm really impressed with this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love Saison beers. Belgian style beers in general are really my favorites. Saison is a Belgian type style, and this has got a lot of things going for it. So like that really gold dandelion haze. Some Saisons you're gonna see are going to be hazy, but like a little lighter. So this dark hue. So like I got a lot of light on the outside, but more in the center. It's darkened out, and that's really interesting. But on the look, on the smell, still, and I kind of...
It's very similar to orange juice.
Yes, I'd say it's like a tart, like a tart orange juice. But here's the thing, and this is probably going to take me up a couple points down. I can't not smell the beer while I'm drinking it. That's a little off-putting. The smell and funk of this beer does not taste like the beer. So therefore, I'm completely thrown off while I'm drinking it. I'm getting two completely different senses telling me two different things.
I think for me, the funk is on the nose right at the beginning.
Yeah.
And after a while, like once you get down to right about here, for me personally, I can still smell it a little.
Okay.
It goes away after a while. I think your one sense finally gets desensitized.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see if you were drinking this for a bit. Like if I drank this whole bottle by myself, I'm sure I'd be fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm chugging too fast.
He says it like it's
I keep smelling it because it's like I know it doesn't smell that great, but something about it, man.
You sound like me. When's the worst coming? No, I've been working on that, folks.
All right. So
yeah, what would you grade on this one?
Grade on this.
I'm gonna give you the floor since you said
that's
you
fine. Okay,
because you mentioned knocking a couple points down.
I don't know. Honestly, like I would probably give it 3 1/4.
3 1/4?
If not about 3 3/4. I really don't want to give it 4 because I've had way better saisons in general, but it's so unique. That Brett really, like I enjoy it. That's probably my favorite part about it. The funk really throws me off. So I'm gonna say 3 3/4. I'll say 3 3/4. Right under 4, only because it's just like. All right. It still sets me down.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm gonna go a little step below you. I'm gonna say 3 1/2.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like, yeah, the scent is there. It does throw you off. It does kind of go away after a while, but I'm dealing with a little bit of that gassiness right now.
Yeah, you get a little bit.
It's heavy.
There was some head on the top, but yeah, not much.
No, not at all. I mean, I think it's just the heartiness of the Saison that will really. I think one bottle is good. You know, it's a one and done for me. I will say.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I don't think
otherwise
I have anymore. So.
Well, yeah. No, but I mean, like my stomach. If I were to have another, like more than one bottle, my stomach would just be like, "Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Wes, you fucked up."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Could be a little bit of that sour we had before this too.
True.
It's 2 tart beers in a row.
Yeah, well,
This still is pretty good. I mean,
it is. Yeah, absolutely. Well, while we're finishing up our second sour, we're going to go on to IPA, right?
Back in your wheelhouse.
Oh, back in my wheelhouse. We'll go from really sour to really hoppy, and you know what? It's good. Our stomachs will be a little bit full, but you know what? It's worth it. The bells.
For our third beer of the day, this one is called Devil Anse. I hope I'm saying that right. It's the IPA, and it is from Greenbrier Valley Brewing Company in West Virginia. Now, Devil Anse Hatfield led his family in the notorious and bloody feud with the McCoys during the late 1800s along the Kentucky-West Virginia border. Nicknamed Devil Anse, it was said that he was so strong and fierce that he could take on the devil himself. No feuding is necessary when you enjoy a balanced bitterness of hops and tropical fruit characteristics in this satisfying IPA.
Fight the battle of hell with the hops.
So you got a history lesson and a beer description. So there it is. So it's an IPA. See how it goes.
Now we know.
Now you know.
Did you know that?
Now you know. All right. Already looking really light here.
Oh yeah.
Light. Hey, is that a not so hazy IPA? No way. That's just because they're so hard to come by these days. My goodness.
Oh.
No, you got a lot of transparency in there.
Yeah.
Still, really good head.
Nice carbonation.
Oh, hoppy. Oh,
Hoppy like a.
Beer makes me hoppy.
Yep. Beer makes me hoppy like a motherfucking rabbit. Oh.
That's a solid IPA. That's solid. It's clean. Really clean.
Hatfields, I hope you take on the McCoys and win all the time.
Oh,
that's
man. This is
smooth.
really enjoyable. Yeah, super smooth. Like there's not a strong bitterness that kind of takes you back. There's a good level of hoppiness. Man.
Yeah. Holy cow.
I like that, you know, it follows through. What you smell is what you get. What you taste is what you get. It's good.
Because we've had a lot of different IPAs where the hops don't match the aroma, and then it doesn't match the flavor. I mean, this is like this checks every box. Yeah, I think
this is really good.
Pretty damn close.
This is solid IPA, man. Yeah. I'm really glad I picked these guys up. Man, this is really good. I mean, it's clean, it's hoppy, it's totally crushable. Man. Excuse me. 6.9%.
6.9.
Okay, wow, heck, man, dude, grade it.
Yeah.
Freaking grade it.
I almost want to say perfect.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say 5 out of 5 pounds, man.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, for this I'm just gonna say
for an IPA, this is
for a nice, clean, solid, basic IPA. Yeah, I give it 5. I'll give it 5. Unanimous. I don't care.
Oh man.
I'm not even gonna argue it. Like, this is a really enjoyable beer.
Yeah.
Like if I was to ask for an IPA and got this is perfect. This is exactly what I would ask for.
Even, switching around a little bit, I mean, it's just the head. It still sticks symmetrical.
It still laces. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Look at that.
I mean, just like
lacing perfectly on your glass.
There's a reason why we're giving it a unanimous 5.
Yeah, this is a solid beer. I'm gonna let them know how that's really.
This is amazing.
It's really good.
Well, we'd love to sit here and talk more, but we've got one that's going to have to top this one on the 5 out of 5. But it's something we've had similar to with other ones, and let's see if it can stand the test.
Woo! Here we go.
Let's see if we can stand the test.
All right, for our 4th and final beer of the day. I'm very excited about this guy.
Me too.
Okay, so WISEACRE Brewing is out of Memphis, Tennessee. I cannot think of any other Tennessee breweries that I've really sampled, so I'm really excited to try something from somewhere new. But this one definitely stood out to me. So this is called Astronaut Status. Is a imperial bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout with cinnamon and vanilla bean. If I taste golden crayons, I'm gonna fall down in this bench and just put a pabby on this, and I'm gonna suck it like a bottle. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I know you are, but you know what? Hey, just the way it sounds, it's amazing.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh,
dark.
Dark is my soul.
Chocolate head on that one. A light chocolate head.
Oh man.
It's fine. Don't touch it.
I'm not touching it. I
am a professional.
Professional what?
Beer porter. Professional. I am a professional. Here it is.
I can smell it from here.
I can too.
It's marshmallowy.
It smells like baking, which is good, like a baked treat.
And you can smell the bourbon right on top.
Wow. It smells like chocolate bourbon, like bourbon infused chocolate.
I know.
That's what that smells like.
I'm excited. I almost not want to drink it just because I just want to just.
This is just enjoyable.
I just want to enjoy the head on top. Look, I've got like a center going there.
Yeah, you just gotta put it right there in the hole.
Hi-yo.
Yeah, right there in the hole. You know what I mean?
Now get it in your hole. Pays attention to it.
Pays attention to the beer hole. Got it. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm very excited about this. Okay, the smell, like I said, sweet baked goods, chocolate, bourbon. Wow.
I want to live in it.
I'm gonna freeze it in winter, melt it down in springtime, and drink it. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
And that is really sweet and smooth. The body is like medium to light. It actually does not drink as thick as it looks.
It tastes like you take a s'more and dunk it in bourbon.
the cinnamon graham cracker s'mores.
Exactly.
Oh, all the chocolate notes that are in here are definitely coming from that. Not just that vanilla bean. It really
Holy
accentuates
cow.
the malt, and it really makes that malt taste more chocolatey. Super, super light and smooth, easy going down. There's no bourbon burn.
No.
I get a little bit of the alcohol on the breath out, like the aftertaste. I get a little bit of that.
I have the linger.
More.
Well, for me, it's not a burn. I have a lingering on the lips, though.
Oh,
like,
you have it
like-
on lips. Okay.
Yeah, like when you do like a shot of like whiskey.
Sure. Yeah,
You know,
mine's
you
in
always
the back
get
of the throat.
the-
Mine's in the
okay.
back of the throat. I feel like the whiskey in the back of my throat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I don't have anything on my lips. But this is dangerous.
It's
This
boozy, beautiful, and dangerous.
This is really easy to drink. So many bourbon stouts, like you feel like, oh, that's a sipper. We let this sit out for a while. It's easily like 55 degrees, if not maybe 50. You know, a little. It's definitely not like 60.
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
too warm. This is like 55 degrees. I feel it. Feel it.
Yeah.
This is
Feel it.
really good. This is exactly the temperature you want to be drinking this. You get every flavor. It's super smooth and light. Holy crap!
This is
Evan.
definitely this is a savor. Let's put it this way: it's so good he's actually using my real name. So,
My friend, I have to give this 5. I have to give it 5.
5
pals, man.
2 5s
I'm-
in one. Session. I mean, that's
Sorry.
rare for us. That's like a unicorn
I've never
fart.
seen that before.
Which we've had.
Yes. Holy crap. This is really. I would literally put these guys. I would put this beer up against any of those bourbon barrel aged stouts that are being made annually that hit the market. That everybody's like, oh, I gotta go after that. Oh, like Bourbon County is like. I would pit this up against it, and I would say, enjoy.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Oh
my god.
absolutely. I mean,
This is really, really tasty. Really enjoyable. I'm loving it. I'm gonna. This is the rest of my evening.
yep.
Thank you.
Check, please.
Seriously, 5 out of 5.
Oh.
WISEACRE, Memphis, Tennessee. Fantastic job.
Amen on that. Well, we're going to be savoring this for a
Yes,
little while,
sir.
but we hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure that you leave a thumbs up. Also, share on social media. But most importantly, push that red button. And don't forget to ring the bell for instant notifications on Dragonfire Entertainment. And also, if there's any beers you'd like to see on this channel in future episodes, we have a comment section below. Be sure you leave a request, and we'll get it in as quick as possible and leave you a shout out in the process. But before I forget, be sure to be on the lookout because Jefe is starting his own channel with some beer education known as Beer You, Beer Me. And one of the very first episodes, we try out a beer game.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, Beer You, Beer Me. I'm on there as Jefe, and I get to talk about beer, which obviously you know I love to do.
Yep, so be on the lookout. Until then, I'm Wildman Wes,
And I'm Jefe.
and we will see you next time on What's Your Poison. Take care. Cheers.